Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How do you feel being in Paris today?
I'm so excited. I haven't been here for like 10 years, so yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
And you're going to be playing for the first time tonight in Paris?
Yes, tonight is my first time ever playing in Paris.
How do you feel about French crowds?
About?
French crowds, sorry.
I've only heard good things about French crowds, actually. I've heard that there's a lot of energy, which is exactly what I love. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is saying that, so I just feel a bit proud.
Yeah.
As a French girl myself.
Yeah.
You did a set, the K-Push set. It was like the first one that just blew up. What was your energy going there?
So for my Keep Hush set, to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect because it was in quite a small sort of like basement venue. But I always sort of, the way that I structure my sets is that I like to build the energy. So I was on quite early and I thought it was going to be like a very sort of chill set, kind of like more like a radio thing. So I usually start off with like quite like chill, like kind of like more old school dub. And then when I saw what kind of crowd was there and I saw that they were like really up for it, sort of like halfway through probably I brought the energy up and it was just insane. Like the reactions were crazy. Everyone was jumping around. We were all like dripping in sweat. It was amazing. So yeah, that was, I guess I sort of just went in not 100% sure what to expect, but I knew I was going to play dubstep. That's
Yeah, you just went with the flow of the crowd and just everyone went crazy.
Yeah.
Your sets and selection have been circulating a lot online. What changed after that visibility kicked in?
I think what changed after people started seeing like clips of me DJing and of my music online, I think I got a lot more opportunities to sort of meet a lot more people in the scene who I never thought I'd ever be in the same room as, playing more lineups, supporting the DJs that I've looked up to for years, and also being put in different studio sessions with people. So yeah, I think it just opened a lot of doors for me to sort of really start taking this more seriously.
And how do you feel with this social media exposure, like the comments that you can get and like reviews, good or bad?
I think when you put yourself out there on social media, there is obviously a risk that there's going to be people that don't like what you're doing, which happened to me as well. When I first started out, there was a lot of hate comments, a lot of people sort of like giving me like backhanded tips on how to make my drums better, or like that I'm using the same drums in different tracks, stuff like that. But sort of as time has gone on, I learned to detach from that. And I don't know, I think at the end of the day, having like people always say to you, like, once you get hate comments, you know you've made it. Because like if people are really that bothered, then you know that lots of people are seeing it. So I think it's just, yeah, for me it was like detaching from those short videos that I was putting out there, and kind of just like posting it and then leaving it, not like constantly checking again. So yeah.
And like posting on social media ended up working because you posted different styles as a draft on TikTok at first and then just blew up.
Yeah.
Like what changed after that?
So after I started promoting my different style edit, suddenly like I remember when Killer P first like messaged me about it, I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, he's seen it. Like, and then I started getting like a lot of messages from like DJs asking if they could play it out, which I was like, oh my God, I never thought this would happen. And then I remember probably like a month after I'd posted it, I got asked to be on Sir Spyro's BBC One Extra show, which for me was like life-changing. Like I never ever thought I would be there. And yeah, I think it just, again, like it put me in a place to be able to take it a bit more seriously, because suddenly like people were reaching out to me to ask for like collabs or like ask me to send them tunes and stuff, which was, yeah, incredible to see.
Is there like one message that you received at that time that just left you in shock? Like you were like, I cannot believe that happened to me like this, but someone messaged me. Or...
Well, I remember when Scream saw one of my TikToks, or it was a reel, and he commented and he was like, he asked me to send him music. And then he actually invited me to a studio session like that week with like him and Benga, and like that was insane to me. I was like, no way is this happening. And then I remember when Fred again asked me to send him music as well. That for me again was like, wow, that's crazy. Like I never ever thought that this video that literally took me like 1 minute to film, I didn't even edit it, like I didn't overthink it, I just posted it, like that those people would be seeing it and asking for it as well. So yeah, that was cool.
And what did you learn from, like, for example, your B2Bs that you ended up doing are just crazy. What did you learn from those people that are like legends in the scene?
So I think what I learned from my most recent back-to-back with Scream, Benga, Mala and Plastician is I really liked seeing how they let tunes play out a bit more. Because a lot of the time, I feel like, especially with our generation, like people's attention spans are quite short. And then you feel like you have to mix really quickly. Like you play like less than a minute of a tune and already you're mixing in the next tune. But just seeing that you can let things play out a bit. So I've started doing that a lot in my sets as well. I think that that's something that has kind of gotten lost a bit. And I think we need to bring that back because like, as someone who produces music as well, like I know that if you just let it get to that second drop, like there might be like a little surprise in there, or like, you know, like, just let the tune breathe a bit because people don't need this like constant switch up. I think it's good to, yeah, let things breathe a bit more.
And so now for the final questions, what are your tips for people starting out in music?
My tips for someone who's just starting out, I would say is, I know people say this a lot, but consistency is really, really important. And kind of what I said earlier about detaching from the comments you get or like how many views you're getting, because there were a lot of times where like, I don't know, a video flopped or like it didn't, or like people were like, this is bad, but I just kept going. And like I just didn't care at all what I was posting. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep posting. And the way that I sort of fueled that was by just making loads of music. So I was like making as much music as I could with all the time I had, and then posting little snippets of that, and then kept going and going. And yeah, I've still got a long way to go. I'm still very, very new to all of this, but just staying consistent, I think, is really important, and trying not to compare yourself to other people because everyone's on a different journey, and there's enough space for us all in the scene.
And post your drafts.
Yes, post those drafts, yeah.
And who are your inspirations when it comes to music?
My inspirations when it comes to music, I would say any of the OG dubstep crew. So like I mentioned just now, like Scream, Benga, Mala, Plastician, Koki as well. Just Flavor D is a big inspiration to me. I've been lucky enough to work with her a few times now. We've got something coming out soon actually. And she's just like, being in the studio with her has been like, I've learned so many things. So yeah, just like people who've really like carried what they're doing and like made space for that underground music, I think.
Who's the artist that you think is underrated?
An artist that I think is underrated, there's this guy called, I think it's a guy, Chriso. I just found his music on Spotify recently, and it's honestly like the dubstep is insane. Like it's just so like well produced. It's really like clean, but then you also have that like feel of like the old school. So yeah, Chriso. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's yeah.
After the momentum that you've built, what are your next steps in 2026?
So for 2026, I've got a lot of exciting things in the works. I've now released 2 tunes. One of them is Different Style with Killer P. The other one's called Steady with Capo Lee. And the next few months are looking really exciting in terms of releases. So yeah, I've got some really exciting collabs that I can't wait to share. So we're just, I'm trying to just like get music out consistently, because I've been making a lot for the last sort of year, and I can't wait to just like get my sound out there a bit more. And then I've got a little extended project that I'm working on that's gonna come out this year as well. And that one I'm really excited about as well. I've been working on that, sort of exploring some more like different sounds, like a bit more minimal stuff, just stuff where I know like where I feel like it's really paying homage to that sound that I love, that old school dubstep sound.
Well, that was it for me. Thank you so much for being with us today, and good luck for your set tonight.
Thank you. And thank you for having me.